Jacob, you know this is not your house.
Yes, but if I go, you don't go back. So what's the problem? What are you yelling at me? I didn't do this.
You are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it.
My name is Yahya Mohammed. I'm 21 years old. I'm an Israeli. I'm an Arab. I'm a Muslim. And I'm a proud soldier in the Israeli Defense Forces. I grew up in the Arab village of al-Fahm. I grew up in a country that I was taught to hate. But eventually I fell in love with Israel. I decided I wanted to give back to my country. So even though I am not required to do military service, I chose to enlist in the IDF and join a combat unit. I was nervous about how the rest of my platoon would feel about serving with a soldier who comes from a Muslim background. But I was greeted with open arms, treated with nothing but respect and admiration. Today I officially finished advanced training in the Nachal Infantry Brigade. And when I stood on the ceremony alongside the brothers that I had been training with for the last 8 months, I was proud to accept the responsibility of standing at the borders and protecting my country, Israel. What made me fall in love with Israel was the resilience of its people, and I'm proud to be part of that people. And I'm proud to be me, an Israeli, Arab, Muslim, IDF soldier.
Triggered the violence, and Israel is simply trying to protect its people.
Gaza is not under siege at all, at all. It's a security blockade. We have nothing, no interest in the street, really. Think about it, not a holy place, a tiny place, Gaza. We want to live in peace, but in the street there is Hamas, a terror organization affiliated with the Muslim Brotherhood, and they disagree to have Israel, the tiny, only Jewish state on earth. And from time to time, they launch many missiles on the neighboring settlements. And now it's escalation. About the ground forces, we have to consider it because you have to think what will be next. If you ask me, I don't think that we will see Israeli troops in Gaza. I think that our Air Force is trying to do the best, not to harm the population, but to harm the stockpiles, etc. But let you know that the Hamas used the population as a human shield. But I want to say something about the casualties, okay? I saw in the international TV, they always try to look at it like a football or basketball match. There's just 7 casualties in Israel and 84 in the Palestinian area. And I think it's not fair, okay? Because the Israelis are trying to protect the civilians. In every house, we have a new house, we have a shelter, like in my house. We try to protect our civilians, and they deliberately put them in danger.